Coomer Killer says, I thought I'd live up to my name and share the best source I've come across to quit pornography. It's called The Easy Peasy Way to Quit Porn, available at easypeasymethod.org. Also available in audio format. Hope it can help people that are struggling. Stay awesome, Kings, and God bless you, Nick. Well, thanks a lot. Very important issue. Very, very important issue. People don't like to talk about it because it's kind of like it's bedroom talk, it's dirty bedroom talk. But one of the biggest problems in the society is the ubiquitous pornography. It's everywhere. Everywhere. And it's becoming a massive industry. People making it, people consuming it. It's unavoidable. It's hardcore. It's softcore. It's everywhere. It is destroying the moral fabric of the country. It's destroying everything about the country. How are you supposed to have healthy marriages? How are you supposed to have sexual morality? How are you supposed to have men and women getting together when all the girls are making OnlyFans content and all the guys are jerking off to it? That's not healthy. It's never been like that. People always hand wave it away and they go, oh, come on, everybody jerks off or something like that. It's like, maybe so. But has it always been the case that in the palm of your hand, they give smartphones to 5-year-olds these days. In the palm of your hand, you can access ubiquitous, hardcore pornography for free, anytime, any place, all over. They're selling it to everybody. Yeah, I don't think so. So, huge problem. Ultimately, the only solution is the government has to go in and fucking kill everyone involved. And I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're not in favor of violence, but seriously. The people that, it just has to be outlawed. It has to be against the law. And people say, oh, well, people always, when people like me say that something should be prohibited, libertarians will say, prohibition doesn't work. You're just going to create a black market. You know what's going to happen? Less people are going to watch it. Less people are going to watch it. Less people are going to, or I should say fewer. Fewer people will watch it. Fewer people will make it. Fewer people will become addicted to it. The problem is mitigated, and that is what the state is for. So the government will go in, they'll outlaw all of this. Where they find these websites, they'll take them off. Hey, guess what? Child porn is illegal. And child porn is not, unfortunately, because of social media, it's resurgent, right? It's all over Twitter. It's all over Tumblr. These companies should be shut down and investigated for that alone. But the things that are prohibited, like, for example, Silk Road. You remember that website on the dark web where they were doing Bitcoin transactions for illegal drugs, for a variety of things? The government shut that down. And the guy that was behind that got arrested, and he was thrown in jail for the rest of his life. The things that are illegal are not as ubiquitous as the things that are. Everyone knows that. You know what you can't find? When there's a big fight going on, when you have the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight, it's difficult to find that fight online. Why? It's copyrighted. You can enforce copyright. You can enforce copyright for lots of things. You're never going to eradicate it completely, but you can mitigate the spread of it. You can control it. Why would the government not do that with pornography? Why would they not limit that by age? Why would they not get rid of it altogether? It's not good for society. So we have to start somewhere. People get hung up in like, well, how are we going to implement this? Well, let's just start banning things. Let's just start getting rid of things as much as we can, right? We have to start somewhere. Let's just ban it all and see what happens. And we'll probably get less of it. I think that's simple enough. And take the people that are making it, throw them in jail. Take the people that are watching it and find them. And if they are repeat offenders, throw them in jail too, But specifically go after the people that are producing it. Because like with drugs, of course, there are people that are using it, and I think there should be penalty for them too, but it's obviously far worse to be manufacturing, distributing, particularly because the big problem with pornography, aside from the obvious problems, is that it's getting children addicted. That's the critical problem, is that very young children are exposed to it, and then very young children get addicted to it. And that's like, what are you going to do? You're going to go and blame, a child or something? So first and foremost, go after the distribution, the producers, and then you have to do something about the people that are consuming at some point. But we got to start somewhere because it's wrecking society, just like drugs, just like everything else. We have to start banning a lot. We're going to have to ban a lot of things before society's going to get better. Let me just tell you. And we could do it. And we can do it too. People say, oh, the government can't do that. Yes, it can. Who says it can't? Of course the government can do that. The government can do really whatever we need it to. We can find an argument. And if the government does it, people aren't going to resist. You want to know why? Because if they do, they'll get thrown in jail. People are going to have a riot over porn. Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. But if it does, put the riot down. What are they going to do? I mean, you see what happens when government does bad things. Are people like, you're never going to pass gay marriage. You're never going to pass this or that. You're never going to steal an election or make us wear masks or make us get a vaccine. Yeah, they are. What are you going to do about it? They'll show up, beat the shit out of you, and throw you in jail. So we have to do the same thing. You can't just ban people from making porn. Oh, yeah? Well, what happens when we find all the people that are making it and we send police with guns to go and arrest all of those people? What are they going to do about that? They're going to fight back? Okay, we'll send in a fucking tank and kill them. And if they're fighting back against the law, then okay, we'll send in tanks and helicopters, and we'll have a manhunt. Well, what if people are in the streets? Well, then they'll be dispersed. They'll eat tear gas, and everyone will live, but no one will watch porn. I mean, this is what we have to be willing to do. Are we serious? So, and that's not a LARP, by the way. That's just what the state is there for. I mean, people always why can't the state? The state can't do that. It's like, what do you mean it can't do that? Yes, it can. Of course it can. Of course we can do that. The government can ban hate speech everywhere, right? Why can't we ban pornography? Well, you logistically, it's not possible. Oh, really? Try doing a racist live stream and then tell me it's logistically impossible. I said, well, But it still exists. Yeah, okay. I mean, murder still exists. Should we legalize murder? Some would say yes. but no, of course not. So it's not a LARP. I'm not trying to be a tough guy when I say that. I mean, the people that are doing this now aren't tough guys. They're little pussy bureaucrats. But that's how technology works. That's how a centralized bureaucracy works. We just have to use it to do the things that we want to do. Use it to do the things that are good for society. How is it okay that porn producers are going into your child's bedroom and corrupting them and stealing their soul? That's okay? The government has no compelling interest in defending against that and in preventing that from happening? And that's a LARP to say that the government has a role in preventing that? I mean, how far gone are we?